Hey y'all, hey, it's Joyce from Elite Expressions, and today we are going to be making light up bases for a child's glass, but it can work for any glass actually. So, right now I am measuring the resin. I put the cup on the scale, zeroed it out to 0, and I am trying to get open one of the bottles of resin. So I'm not sure how many ounces I'm pouring because I'm going back and doing a voiceover. But I am going to match that with part A or part B. I'm not sure which one I'm pouring first. And so then that way we can get to mixing and get this project going. In the background is the base. I've already put the lights inside. If you see those two little white battery packs on the side. I did test both of them. They do work. They are fairy lights and they are waterproof. And I also laid down our QR code so that anybody, the person who has the glass, if somebody's like, oh, I want one of those, they can flip the glass upside down as long as there's nothing in it. And they can, scan the QR code with their camera and go straight to our website. Right now, I am pouring the second part of the resin so that it matches, and sometimes I don't get it quite right, and I don't got my reading glasses on, so I can't see what I stopped at. So it looks like I stopped at 4, so I probably did about 8 ounces total. I'm about to stir it up. Okay, looks like I stirred it up. And I am now spraying the inside of the molds with alcohol so that I can pour the resin and I can have minimal bubbles. I just turned one of the lights on. It works. Not sure if I did the other one, but I've never had any problems with the lights. So I'm going to pour some in, at least up to cover the white part. Inside of this purple base, there is an upside down coaster base. All right. And I pushed it down so that no resin can get up under it. Okay, so it forms like a vacuum seal, and I put the lights around that. All right. I think I have a former video where I did show that process, and I have been successful because the silicone kind of sucks onto the other silicone and no resin gets up under it. So I poured in about the same amount of resin to both bases. The lights are in there. I'm just scraping the cup so I can put it down. And please excuse my mess. I was going through something. And what I did was I weighted down the glasses with the rocks from like aquarium that you get from the dollar store so that the glass doesn't move. Otherwise the glass will kind of shift around. So that's what those rocks are that you see inside of the glass. All right. So I'm placing it in there, and what I'm looking for are bubbles under the base. All right. Because I don't want a piece of air under there and then the bottom is not flat. So I'm just kind of jiggling it around, getting it in there, exposing any bubbles. I think that one does have like a big bubble that'll fart out. Let's see. Okay. So I have the glasses both in place. And what am I going to do now? It's been a while since I shot this video. So I'm still kind of moving them around. Now, when you're doing this process, you have to be careful to not dislodge the white coaster that is placed upside down inside, okay? Because if you do, you run the risk of resin going under, okay? And I think I just got a big bubble out of the one I'm messing with right now, all right? And also, too, it's a very good idea to have that glass centered over that bottom part, because if you don't, the base will be off center, okay? So that was a pain. Looks like a bubble is about to come out, and yes, it did, okay? So this step, you kind of have to play with it for a while. But I have learned that putting the glass rocks or whatever they are inside of the glass to weight it down is a huge help. All right. So both glasses are in place. And I'm quite sure now I am about to, pour some more resin. Look at God. I know what I'm about to do, okay? Now, when you're doing this, you have to be careful to not get any resin on the actual glass, okay? I am going to paint these glasses and I don't want a resin drip on them. And I do it, but I act quickly and I use something to get the resin off of it, all right? With this step, it may be more advantageous to use a smaller cup. And so at this point, I'm just trying to pour the resin up to the limit of the purple silicone coaster. All right. So that, okay, scraping. So that it's in there, it's even, and it doesn't form that lip, because I will be putting some gemstones around the top area of that. So I want it to be as smooth as possible. As I'm looking right now, it looks like I could probably use some more. Now what I'm doing with this microfiber cloth is I am getting some resin off the glass that I touched it with, okay? I don't like resin drips on it, and yeah, the paint does go over it smoothly, but if you can avoid any drips, that is a divine, okay? So now I am filling up that glass base. It wasn't fully full before, and I apologize because I did know the measurements that they took. If I poured up 8 ounces of resin, I don't think I had to make any more resin. So with all the accoutrement, the upside down base, and the lights, each base must take 4 ounces. On the regular, without everything in there, I think these bases take approximately 5 ounces or 6 ounces a piece. All right. These are really deep. The purple ones are really deep coaster molds. All right. Because I couldn't understand why they're so deep for a coaster. But these molds are what a lot of people started from. So yeah, they were purchased from Amazon. Scrape. And now I think we're just kind of looking to see what happens, what's going on. All right, now, I don't know. Oh, okay, so now I am filling up, like I keep some little side bases on the side. Side molds, just for extra and overpour. These are actually keychain phone stands that I love. People like them. If your phone fits in it, you can just have one on your keychain and put your phone in it, and it acts as a stand. And so usually I just kind of give these away to coworkers or whatever, put the keychains on them, and go from there. Looks like I poured too much in that pink one, but the rest are okay. So now I'm looking for my alcohol because I want to spritz them, make sure there are no bubbles, and testing the lights again. I'm not sure if I test the other one. Look at it. Just look at it. So, I mean, there's not many people that do a light up face. Oh, it's demolding time. So I'm pouring out the rocks, the little river rocks. And here we go. So I did both glasses. All the rocks are out. Oh, yeah, screw it up. And so this is the big base, the big silicone coaster. The purple one is. The lights work. Ha! Look at it. Now that's the inner coaster. Now this is a smaller coaster. I don't even know if an actual cup will fit on it. And look at that. Just look at it. It came out. And the reason why I do that is so there is an indented surface to hide the battery pack. And usually I use some Velcro strips and put it in there. This time I was kind of pressed for time and I didn't want it to come out, but I sacrificed people being able to see the QR code, and I just used some UV resin so the inside was smooth and it was in there. All right, here's number 2. I just love a good demold, Lord. Okay, so we're gonna take this one out and the same thing, and we're gonna pull out that inner coaster mold. Ta-da! And so that is what gives a base for. And so that little thing I just tapped, that's the strip that you pull to make sure that the lights actually work. These are soft white lights. They do have bright lights, okay? I guess I went ahead and pulled it because I needed to see and make sure. The worst thing is to send a glass to someone and it does not light up properly. For the glass that I did want to use bright white bulbs. However, they did not get to me in time, so I ended up having to use the soft white. All right, just look at them. Look at it. Look at it. Ooh, doo, doo. Light up, light up. And with that, it gives you more surface area to decorate with, rhinestone trim, things like that. And so that's where we're at. And so here's our finished product. So I'm covering up the logo of the people that ordered the glass because, just for privacy, there are 2 big brands and we don't want to let that out if we don't have to. But as always, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. See you soon. Bye.